Greetings everyone. Today I am going to introduce you the newest open source virtual try-on application IDM-VTON. The features of IDM-VTON is just mind-blowing. It is extremely powerful, robust and flexible. With IDM-VTON you can make any person to try any clothing with extreme flexibility and extreme accuracy. How well the input image is matched with the input clothing is just mind-blowing. The quality is significant and it is extremely robust and flexible, even works on non-real characters such as this one. Based on your input image quality and your input clothing quality, you can get extremely accurate and extremely well images as you are seeing right now. So today I am going to show you how to install IDM-VTON on your computer with one click and use it with our advanced Gradio application. So as usual, we have all the instructions and installers in this post. The link of this post will be in the description of the video. Go to the very bottom to the attachments, download virtual try-on version 4 file. We are currently working on FP8 and CPU offloading to significantly reduce the VRAM usage, speed up the generation and also make a free Kaggle notebook. It is not ready yet, but we are working on it. Move the downloaded zip file anywhere, extract it, enter extracted folder. You will see that we have already Massive Compute installer and Rampod installer. Hopefully I will make another tutorial to show you how to use this amazing application on the Rampod or Massive Compute. To install for Windows, all you need to do is double click and run windows install.bat file. However, for this to work, you need to have installed several things. First of all, you should have installed Python. When I type Python, you see I have 3.10.11. If you have multiple Python versions, but if you have also Python launcher, it should still work. Additionally, you also need to have installed Git. When you type Git, you see the Git is installed. Moreover, C++ tools may be required. I am not sure because I already have installed it. So if you don't know how to install C++ tools, you can watch this amazing tutorial to learn how to install Python, Git and C++ tools. The installation has been completed. Scroll to the top slowly and see if there are any errors that you are seeing. So make sure that everything is installed accurately. And there is one very important thing that you need to be aware of. Initially, it is going to clone a repository that has over 1 GB model files, so that the initial cloning will take time. You should see that Git LFS initialized. This means that Git Large is initialized. If the Git Large doesn't work, you can type Git Large to the Google and download this Git Large file storage. After you have verified the installation, all you need to do is just double click and start Windows Start VTON app.bat file. It will automatically download the necessary modules into your Hugging Face cache folder. Then it will start. This downloading modules into the cache folder is only one time, and if you don't know how to set or change the path of your Hugging Face cache folder, you can type to the Google SE courses Hugging Face cache and you will get this Pixar tutorial and instantly transfer face IP adapter tutorial. In both of the tutorials I have explained how to set your Hugging Face cache folder. When you search the description of the videos, you will see that how to set your Hugging Face cache folder. So after you double click it the Windows Start file, it will automatically start and open this interface for you. Currently, this interface is using the newest technology of the Gradio, so there are several issues, but it is working pretty decent and it will get better. To upload your input image, you need to click this icon, not here, because this is an editing tool. So this is a little bit different. Click this icon and then select your input image. For example, let's select this one. Then you can upload any garment, any clothing. It is working with everything. Let's upload, for example, this armor. Then it wants you to slightly describe what is the input clothing. You can even leave this empty. Let's say a body armor. Then you will see these options. There are denoising steps like we use in automatic 11 web UIs. It is equally the steps count and the seed that you want to use. The seed has significant impact in this application. Therefore, I have added a new feature to the Gradio demo hosted on Hugging Face, number of images to generate. So generate multiple number of images so that you will be able to pick the very best one. Let's generate 10 images. Moreover, there is use auto-generated mask and use auto-cropping and resizing. If you are not going to use these options, you need to mask the clothing yourself, and also I suggest you to use this resolution. The best resolution it works is 768 to 1024. So if your input image and your clothing is 768 to 1024, it will work best. Moreover, the application is going to by default resize to the 768 to 1024 if possible. You can also edit it. We haven't edited the feature for you that you can edit the app-vton.py file. Let me show you. I will open with Visual Studio Code Editor here, then search for 768, and you will see that it is going to get resized to 768 to 1024. But we may add custom resolution resizing. However, it is working very well this way. Then to see the progress, open bake your CMD window, and this is the speed of image generation. So it is taking around 14 seconds on my RTX 3090. On Linux it is faster. For example, I tested on Rampot RTX 4090 and it was taking only 5 seconds on RTX 4090 GPU, but this is also pretty good. And the images are generated. Let's see them. You can move between images like this and use the very best one that you like. You see it is pretty much able to keep the original input clothing very well. It is amazing. It has generated this masking automatically for us. You can also generate the mask yourself, and these are the images. You see how much difference the seeding is making. Therefore, addition of this number of images to generate was super important. Moreover, they are automatically saved inside outputs folder. So click this button and it will open the outputs folder. The outputs folder inside the IDM-VTON folder, and you will see that the images are generated and with the seed of them is displayed like this. So this was the seed 10, seed 7, seed 8. So it will start from this seed and increment it by 1 when you generate. So if you want to generate more images with different seed, you can set this 11 and it will continue from 11. Sometimes when you click try on again, it may not work. Especially I seen that on Rampot and Massed Compete. So when you click try on, if it is not starting to generate new image, currently also happening on my computer, there is a bug in Gradio. I have reported that. So what you need to do is very simple. Click this icon, click here, then click this undo, and then you will be able to generate it. This is a bug of Gradio with this newest input field they have. I think they will fix it soon. So this is the way of fixing it without re-uploading the original image, and the image is generated. So let's make another example where we mask the image ourselves. Click this upload icon. And this time let's try this character. Maybe you know this character or not. This is from an anime One Punch Man. It's a very famous one. Let's also upload our clothing. Now this image I am going to mask it. Unfortunately, Gradio still don't have full screen for this, and it is not good. However, you see this is a very advanced input field they have made, but there is still no full screen. I don't know why they don't make such very important features, but I am using zoom in feature of the browser to zoom in. I also suggest you to use Chrome with the Gradio applications. The Chrome is working much better than others. So I'm going to generate the mask myself. Let's set the mask size and mask the areas that you want to change it. So let's mask it like this. I'm not sure which mask will work best, but I am just making a rough mask that I want to be used. Okay, we got the masking. Then I'm going to undo the use auto-generated mask and just type, what is this, a black shirt, like this, and then hit try on and let's see the result. And we got the image generated. However, since it auto-cropped the input image into this one, this didn't yield the best result. So our mask is changed and we got this image. So how can you fix it? You can fix it by modifying the input image. So how are we going to modify the input image? I am going to open this image like this with the paint.net. Then I am going to get an area of it with the fixed ratio, which is 768 to 1024, and try to get the image. You see, it is not possible to get that part. Your image should be like that to get it into accurate dimension. So what can we do? We can do like this. Let's see. Let's make the height bigger like this. Okay. And then we will see the difference of the input image resolution. All right. And can we get it right now? Almost. Yeah, like this. Okay, then let's save this as new input like this. So this is with the ratio of 768 to 1024. Then let's remove this. Upload new image. It is saved inside the downloads folder. Then also mask this one. So let's select the masking like this. This is super important to learn how to use it. Okay, this mask was a little bit big, but let's see the result. And we got the output image. This is looking very good. When you consider the input image and the input clothing, let's see it in the paint.net. So you see the new clothing is applied to this image. So this is the way of it working. It is extremely flexible and extremely powerful. It is able to almost keep very consistent output based on your image inputs. If you use a proper input image, it will work much better than the edge cases, but it is working pretty amazing. While it is generating images, every generated image will be saved automatically after they have been generated. You don't have to wait it to be completely finished to see them. Just open the outputs folder and you will get them. And the model is tend to adding some breast tissue to the male character, so that is why it is important to generate multiple seeds. You see, this one is not looking good, but this one is looking decent. So the quality that you are going to get is totally depends on your input image pose and your clothing and how well they are matching. If they are matching perfectly, then you will get very good, very accurate images. And it works pretty much with everything. You can add very custom images like this and you can still get very good result. A red t-shirt. Let's type it and let's generate 10 more images. You see, it didn't start with try on, so I put a dot here and I undo and try on. So the key issues are your input image, the mask, that whether you generate or whether the auto-generated mask, and how they are matching, and it is very powerful. And we got the results based on the pose of this input image. This is the output. It is very good looking if you ask my opinion. So this is how you can fit this t-shirt into this body pose. I hope you have enjoyed. It is working even on virtual characters, anime characters, drawings. It's extremely flexible and powerful. Hopefully see you in another amazing tutorial. Please like, share, subscribe and leave a comment.